The Mustang Way was born from a head coaches meeting back in 2011 when we just asked simply, what are the things we believe in? What are the things that define us? And what and who do we strive to be? And 3 to 4 hours later, we had the seeds of what grew into the Mustang Way. I think in the last year of challenges, the Mustang family has exemplified the Mustang Way. Illness, loss, isolation impacted everyone's mental health. All of our student athletes lost practice and workout opportunities, the ability to meet in person, travel, and most importantly, compete. How do you get through that? When Mustangs support Mustangs, the Cal Poly community is strengthened, and our family was there for each other, and we will continue to support one another. Regardless of what challenges our student athletes face in the classroom, on the field, a global pandemic, it just doesn't matter because a Cal Poly Mustang is never conquered.
The privilege of being a Cal Poly Mustang
must be earned daily
and celebrated for a lifetime.
As student athletes,
we take pride in achieving athletic
and academic excellence.
We are ambassadors of Cal Poly,
honoring those who came before us and inspiring those who follow.
When Mustangs support Mustangs,
the Cal Poly community is strengthened.
In the spirit of our charging Mustang,
we face challenges head-on with optimism and enthusiasm.
We embrace the uniqueness of each individual,
and we celebrate our differences as a growth and learning opportunity
to improve ourselves and the Mustang community.
Integrity and character shall guide all our decisions and actions.
We value and respect
our supporters and competitors.
A strong work ethic and commitment to the Mustang team
shall define how we compete.
Active involvement in the Cal Poly community is
the cornerstone of a rewarding collegiate experience.
We embrace the student-athlete lifestyle,
caring for mind, body, and spirit.
Learn by doing makes us unique
and separates Mustangs from the herd.
A Mustang is never conquered.
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 Mental health plays a pivotal role in every aspect of every person's life, and especially in a student athlete's life. It's the determinant of so many things, including our performance, how we feel about practices, how we go about our days every single day. And mental health, especially during this time, is something that's really important and needs to be focused on. We need to continue to prioritize mental health in order to make sure that our student athletes are okay and they can continue to be successful in their sports.
We're supposed to be the tough people on campus, and we're not supposed to have any of these issues. We're supposed to be tough, and that kind of discourages people from going and seeking help. And I think throughout COVID, not only student athletes, but student athletes especially we've had to go through a lot of mental health issues. I've struggled with some myself, just being isolated from everyone else and doing the same thing every single day, just going to practice, weights, on the computer for 6 hours and then being alone for the rest of the day. Like, I miss talking to my friends, my families. I really felt lonely for the past half a year almost, and it's very tough.
I think COVID just in general has been really tough mentally on a lot of people. For our team specifically, we have not been able to play a game since December of 2019 because of it. And so we've had to lean on each other, we've had to lean on counseling services, we've had to lean on our coaches, our parents, the members of the community that even just asking us questions and telling us, they can't wait to see us in a jersey again. All that is just really helped us get through this, and it's been taxing, I know, on everyone.
So before COVID happened, right before my season was canceled, I was really struggling just in life, and I just did not know who to go to or who to talk to or what to do about it. I wasn't really enjoying volleyball. I wasn't playing well. I wasn't doing great in the classroom. And it's really hard because with student athletes, we have such pressures in a lot of areas of life, and our performance really depends on how we can mentally handle and compartmentalize everything. And I just really struggled with that. And it was really awesome because the Cal Poly athletics community was really supportive, and I was able to find resources within the department to reach out to for help and support. But overall, mental health is really important for student athletes, just because it's actually a huge problem, and most of the times there are not support resources for student athletes.
Personally speaking, this year has been really difficult for me. Battling with knowing whether or not my season will be continuing. I've already dealt with a few injuries, and a lot of the uncertainty surrounding COVID, whether or not we'll compete. Being a fourth-year student athlete and having athletics being a significant part of my identity, I didn't go home for, I think, 10 months over COVID, and I just stayed in Cal Poly over the summer training with a few teammates. And that in itself was difficult. It was the longest I had gone without seeing my family, and being expected not to see many friends. I experienced some loss over the summer also, and that was really challenging. There were a few moments where I really could have used someone to talk to outside of my family. As a response to the need for student athlete support, we have launched Mustangs Connected, a month-long fundraising initiative coinciding with Mental Health Awareness Month. Our goal is to raise $16,500 to fully fund an app, Talkspace, that will be available as a resource for all 550 student athletes. Talkspace is utilized as virtual support with benefits including meditation, one-on-one therapy sessions, sleep training, positive self-talk exercises, and more. This campaign is geared towards breaking the stigma and getting comfortable talking about the uncomfortable. Please show your support of our campaign via social media by posting with our hashtag #BuckTheStigma. Sharing our message can make a meaningful impact on our student athlete population and the surrounding community. We're grateful to have you as part of the Mustang family, because when Mustangs support Mustangs, the Cal Poly community is strengthened.
Being awarded a scholarship here at Cal Poly has been probably the most rewarding thing that I've ever had in my life. Being from Hawaii and being offered a scholarship to come play baseball with this great school and this great city and community, I can't thank my coaches and the whole athletics department and school enough. What it means to be on scholarship, it means that I'm very privileged and I'm very lucky and humbled. I don't take it for granted, and I'm very humbled that I get the opportunity to play baseball and continue my academics here.
So I'm from Houston, Texas, and I would not be here without a scholarship. So I would say it's had a pretty big impact. I am able to be in this program and to go and compete and play volleyball and do what I love for 4 to 5 more years, and that is something that I might not have gotten if I didn't have a scholarship. So I am so grateful for it and everyone who helped out with it.
The athletic scholarship has made me feel very valued as an athlete here at Cal Poly. It's also helped out my family tremendously during this time where their jobs were impacted by the pandemic. So the athletic scholarship has allowed me to go to school here and allowed me to get my degree without my parents having to worry.
The impact my athletic scholarship had on my life, per se, was it was pretty huge. It was life-changing, I'm not gonna lie, just because I'm from South Central LA. The odds were against me, if anything, you feel me? I had a lot of stuff I had to go through. I had a lot of friends who went or chose opposite paths, so that scholarship, it took me out of an area and allowed me to grow and expand as a person. And just getting that athletic scholarship is life-changing for me, just coming where I'm from and to where I'm at now, and just see the growth that I've had over time.
My athletic scholarship is one of the greatest gifts I have ever received. It's allowed me to compete here at Cal Poly, to be a part of an awesome beach volleyball program, to compete for Todd Rogers, and to meet all of my teammates and grow closer with them. I am so thankful for my scholarship, because it's allowed me to become part of this grind, and I would never trade that for anything else.
Throughout the year, student athletes, NCAA provides every college with funding based on revenue generated from the NCAA tournament, bowl games. A lot of this has a trickle-down effect. The funding is gone now because of what happened in 2020 with a lot of the venues being canceled. So now, a lot of schools are trying to fend for themselves and try and figure out how to continue to fund, out-of-state scholarships, international scholarships. For a program like us that thrives on that, we need to continue to be able to recruit outside of California, to continue to compete with other schools within our conference. So any help that anybody can support and help us with it and recoup some of that funds would be great as we continue to try and navigate through this pivotal season post-COVID.
On behalf of our fellow Cal Poly student athletes, we want to thank you for being part of our Mustang family.
We know that together, our community will come out of this year stronger than ever, because when Mustangs support Mustangs, the Cal Poly community is strengthened.
Your support of the Mustang Way has a tremendous impact on the daily life of student athletes like us.
Your participation in the Mustang Madness Virtual Auction helps us focus on achieving athletic and academic excellence, and helps our coaches recruit the best and brightest student athletes to join the Mustang family.
By contributing to the Mustangs Connected crowdfunding campaign, you can help us buck the stigma surrounding mental health. A donation of $30 provides one student athlete access to Talkspace for an entire year.
Find out how you can support Cal Poly student athletes at gopoly.com/MustangWay.
With the support of our Mustang family behind us, a Mustang is never conquered.